Hi there, I'm Claire. If we don't know each other already, you can find me at clairemckinnon.com. And this is a video for you if your diary is stacked and you'd like it to be different. It's for you if you find it hard to push back and say no to things. I often find with the leaders that I work with that as they progress through their careers, their expectation and hope is that they will have more autonomy over their diaries as they progress through their career, as they move into more senior roles. But often it feels the opposite. It can actually feel like they're getting pulled into more and more different things. There are more and more demands on their time. So this often comes up as a topic. So I'm going to just talk about some of the dynamics that at play that mean it can feel hard to say no, and I'm going to offer a reframe that may be helpful if this is your experience. So I guess this seems like a blindingly obvious thing, but I think it's important to name, is that one of the dynamics at play that can make it feel hard to say no are just how our organisations are set up. Most are set up with hierarchical structures. The whole idea is when somebody asks their team to do something, they do it. That's kind of how these things were designed many years ago. And of course, we're all realizing this isn't necessarily the best way of doing things, but it's in the system. This hierarchy can pervade how we see our relationships, how we view our own kind of agency and ability to say no. So part of this, of course, is because people in positional power, so someone who is somebody's line manager, does have influence. They have influence over things like pay decisions. They have influence over how our day-to-day life feels like. They may have influence over our career prospects. All of these things are in the mix, and they can activate the kind of survival-based parts of us that are trying to keep us safe. Because, you know, we're humans, that's what we're wired for, survival. And hierarchy can be a major trigger of those parts of us that have us play safe. And of course, saying no to something you're being asked to do by somebody who is more senior to you, those parts of us may not think that is safe. And what do I mean by that? What can that look like in practice? Well, it can look like us having beliefs and assumptions about what will happen if we say no. And I think it can be useful to examine what those are, spend some time thinking about, well, what is it I'm imagining might happen if I push back? If I say no, if I ask for more time, whatever saying no looks like. And I'll just give you some examples, and there are more, of course, but just see if any of these land. So it could be you're imagining that if you say no, you won't be asked again, that you will lose out on future opportunities to get involved in that piece of work over there, whatever it is. It could be you're imagining if you say no, you'll be seen as unhelpful, and that will go against you in some way. It could be you're imagining that if you say no, you won't be seen as a team player, that you're letting other people down. So it can be useful to examine what could be getting triggered for you, some of these beliefs and assumptions you could be holding. And then this is the kind of reframe that may also be useful. When we say no to something, there can be benefits, not only to us in terms of freeing up time and energy for things that we want to be doing, for things that are more important to us, but beyond that, when we say no, it might mean someone else is going to get an opportunity to get involved in something, or someone else is going to get an opportunity to learn. Another really important one is when we say no, we can often be saving our organisation time and resource and energy. If you say no to something, if you can find the courage to do that, and then your boss or whoever else it is goes away and has some other discussions, it might be that they discover, yeah, actually, you know, we'd be better off channeling our energy somewhere else. that has happened to me on many occasions when I did find the courage to say no to different people that I work with, you know, having that conversation, actually exploring, okay, what could the alternative be? When you do that, you're really doing many people a favour, or you could be. So I hope that's useful, just a bit around why it can be hard to say no, a reframe you could play with. I really think no is an underused word, and it can be very empowering and very beneficial when we step into the courage to say it more. So yeah, I hope it helps. This video helps you do that. If what I've shared does resonate, it'd be great if you could hit like or leave a comment. It means more people will get to see this and benefit from it. And I wish you a great rest of the day.